well. All right. So in this conversation, we are going to check out some witnesses um, to the Trump shooting. We're also going to check out Candace Owens's take, not the entire take, because she actually went live for like 2 hours, but she did say something that I'm interested in hearing what you guys want have to say about this as well, because she's just questioning the positions of Secret Service, their lack of being able to cover all points to make sure that Trump was safe. So I do want to cover that as well. And also, Vivek Ramaswamy came out and he spoke on this as well. I want to make sure we cover that too. Hopefully, you guys are in good spirits. Hopefully, you stilled away a few minutes, a few moments to give thanks, glory, and honor to God for waking you up this morning. Giving thanks, glory, and honor to God for giving you the activities of all your limbs. For giving thanks, glory, and honor to God for making sure that they take care of your family members, making sure God covers your family, not only physically, mentally, and spiritually, but I'm talking about the bare necessities like the roof over your head, like the water that's running through your pipes, like the electricity in your home, the heat and the AC, the small things. Because sometimes life gets so big that we forget about the small things. And it's extremely important, especially in times like these, that we pay attention to the small things, that we reach over and we touch the person that's laying beside us to make sure that they're breathing. And when we feel their body breathing and showing signs of life and health, we give God a quick prayer to say, thank you, Lord. Because sometimes we take it for granted, God's grace and God's mercy. This is not going to be a religious stream or anything like that. It's just times like this, we need to pay attention to what's important in life. And what's important is that we realize we are all brothers and sisters in Christ. All right. We have to understand that. We have to realize we are all brothers and sisters. I know we fight and we talk about black issues and white issues, brown issues, American issues, Russian issues, Chinese issues all together. All right. Although I do put America first before anything, we need to acknowledge the fact that we are brothers and sisters in Christ. All right. Hopefully, you woke up on the right side of the bed. And whether you woke up on the right or the wrong side of the bed, let me tell you something. You need to give God thanks for waking you up on this side of heaven, for giving you another opportunity to get it right. Because that's what today is. It's another opportunity to get it right. Today is extremely unique, and you need to show it reverence as so, because you have never seen today, nor will you ever see it again after it's gone. So you need to show some thanks and some praise for that. Just so you know who I am, I'm a big sinner. I'm a huge sinner, but I also am a man after God's own heart. Just like David announced inside the Bible, he said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his holy name together. When I talk about God and the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, let me tell you something that's coming from a real place, because I was an a-hole for the majority of my life. I did nothing right almost, but God still blessed me with a family, a beautiful children, and a beautiful wife. All of the amenities I could ever desire that I never had when I was coming up. I didn't have my father nor my mother in the home, and God has blessed me abundantly. And hopefully, I can return that blessing to a bunch of other people as well, so that they can do it for their people as well. That's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to take our fruits and bless other people with them. And if we're not blessing other people with our fruits, then our fruits will become bad. Period. All right, let's move forward. So we got some witnesses that seen this whole thing, and hopefully you guys are in here with good, still hearts, and hopefully you said a prayer for Trump like I asked you to yesterday. Please do me a favor, put prayer hands in a flag, an American flag specifically, inside of this chat to let me know that you are behind Trump 100%, that you are praying for Trump 100%. Not only are you praying for Trump, but you're praying for this country, because there are many of us, people on the right and on the left, who are extremely selfish and do not care about anybody else unless they have your ideology, unless they have your understanding for the way the country is supposed to be run. You need to make sure that you pray for everyone in this country, because if something goes awry, we are all affected. If Trump would have were to die yesterday from that gunshot wound, God forbid, there could have potentially been a civil war. You understand me? Supporters and lovers of Trump would not have let that go. They would not have let that go. So I don't know whose fault it was, if it was Secret Service's fault. I don't know if it was the left's fault, because they're saying that the shooter, a 20-year-old young man by the name of Matthew, who is deceased at this point, God rest his soul. God rest his soul. But they're saying that he is deceased at this point. He was a registered Republican, but he also supported Biden's run for presidency. Now, don't question that registered Republican thing, because I'm gonna tell you something about me. I voted blue no matter who for my entire life, just voting straight down the line. But like 10 years ago, I registered as a Republican so I can act as if I was a Trojan horse, so that I can get in there and the numbers will say a Republican voted Democrat. And that's the only reason why I was doing it. But I did not know that I will go down a rabbit hole and start to learn more and more and more about not only myself, but about this country and about the side that I've been supporting all this time, and realizing that I've been lied to for a great majority of time. So I do know I talked enough. Let me go ahead and get to the footage that we're here to talk about. And much love to you all. Thank you so much for pulling up. For all of my blues, thank you so much. Y'all know I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always pulling up. And for everybody who submitted super chats yesterday, I just want to say thank you for all of the love. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. This is the gentleman that claims he saw it all, and we're about to play it. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, and we got another gentleman that's going to speak on it as well from his account. So yeah, we're not going to be live for a long time. Well, I'm going to let y'all go and enjoy your Sundays, but we got to check this out together. Make sure you share this on Twitter, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, Reddit, wherever you want to share it. That would be absolutely awesome. And if you want to hear anything about YouTube coaching later, hang on till the end. Let's go.
Someone who was here, you weren't inside the event, nope, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw. And
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
That's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but,
sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Were you outside the security perimeter?
Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Trump flag on the horse?
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that. That was a terrible thing. And you just stay safe with your family and look after yourself. Thanks for your time.
Man.
Shout out to that guy for giving his account. Hold on one second. Shout out to that guy for giving his account because it was necessary. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna let Candace speak first because Candace pretty much has my sentiments, what I was saying too, because I'm wondering how the hell was somebody able to get that close to do this to Trump. I don't know if you heard Candace's account, but I'm gonna run my mouth in a moment right after Candace is done. But I see that you guys are saying that Tom McDonald has a song out called You Missed. At the end of this reaction, we are going to all check out that song You Missed. So make sure you hang out with me because we are going to check out Tom McDonald's new song You Missed together. Okay. But first, we're going to cover a couple of things. It's not going to be a long time, but hang on. Make sure you're sharing this live stream with everyone. Make sure you're liking this live stream, putting some 100s, some American flags, some hearts, some prayer hands, whatever we can do to make sure our vibe is on 1,000 today because it's necessary. All right? To God be the glory. To God be the glory. There's no way at all we're going to allow the darkness to take over the light. You and I, we are all the light in the darkness. And we're going to make sure that God gets the glory from this. Satan gets no glory from this. God will get all of the glory from this. So make sure y'all hang over to the end because we will check out Tom McDonald's new song called You Missed. Let's hear what Candace has to say. And Lou Valentino, what's going on, big dog? I seen you out there, man. If you want to pull up, let me know, and I'll send you that link. All right, let's go.
You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Let me say something right now. Take this to the bank, okay? That person was allowed to scale that roof, Okay. I am not some individual who's trying to assess the situation and have never been around the president of the United States. While Trump was in office, okay, was around him a lot. And let me tell you something. The Secret Service, there is no person that can get around the perimeter of the Secret Service where Donald Trump is without them being aware of it. I am not kidding when I say that my husband once almost got shot by the Secret Service because he came down a staircase. I was speaking at the NRA, and he snaked in and came down, and they didn't know who he was. And they were like, freeze, 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 freeze. Like, we will shoot you right now. So you're telling me that guy walked up and was trying to get the attention. The Secret Service saw him, and he's pointing, and he's saying, this guy's got a gun, this guy's got a gun, and they're pretending they don't know what's going on? I mean, am I crazy? Do you guys actually believe this was a failure in intelligence? All of these Secret Service agents crawling around, and you don't think just what that guy said, that is common sense, okay? They're trying to now tell us that common sense is a conspiracy. That is the new thing that they're trying to tell the public. Common sense is a conspiracy. You're telling me this guy was able to walk up with a rifle in his hand and scale a roof, and you don't think the Secret Service, and let me tell you, they get there days before. Let me tell you how a security apparatus is supposed to run. Days before, they get in and they look at every possible angle in which somebody could hurt the president, okay? And I'm not even talking about once you get to the Secret Service. I'm talking about if you just have security in general. Before you speak, they will go, hey, this is the stage? Okay, let me tell you, that right there is a problem. They'll mark that as a spot. That right there is a problem. That part, we need to know who this person is. They'll knock on doors, okay? They got to figure out every possible angle that any individual could potentially get on a roof, because you know what? This has happened in the past. People have been shot from roofs. People have been shot from windows. There is a 0% chance that some random person with a rifle was able to scale a roof, unless there was just an unbelievable failure in intelligence. And you want to know why it's unbelievable? Because I don't effing believe it. I don't believe it. I want the names of the Secret Service agents that allowed this remarkable security failure to go down. Because I don't believe this. I'm done with this. I don't believe this, not for 1 second. Having been around the president, having literally almost watched my husband get shot because he came down the wrong set of stairs at the NRA, screaming at him. And I jump in front of someone like, don't shoot him, that's my husband. And you're telling me they knew he was gonna speak and they weren't worried about the roofs? A roof with an angle to shoot the president. This guy says 50 yards away. He watched this. And it wasn't like he scaled it silently. That guy looks incredulous because he knows it is incredulous, okay? They're asking, well, what do you mean? Did you tell me? Yeah, I told them. I'm sitting here going like this, right here. Someone has a rifle on a roof. This man was allowed time to set up. Do you understand what that witness is telling us right there? Now he's dead. Oh, then suddenly they snapped back into life, guys, and they just took him out. They blew his head off. Nothing to see here, guys. He missed his shot, and he's an Antifa person. Antifa has nothing to do with the state. Let me ask you something, world. Do you buy this shit? Oh, yeah, do you buy it? Do you?
That's a great question. Let's pause right there. Do y'all buy this sugar honey iced tea? Please let me know with some thumbs up whether or not you buy it, and please let me know with some thumbs down if you're like, nah, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling at all. I don't believe it. I think it was an inside job. I think that they know what they're doing. They're trying to take our guy up out of here. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get the proper screen up for you guys, because I have to show this, because y'all are killing it inside the live stream, and I want to make sure that I show everyone that you guys are absolutely killing it in the live stream. Here we go. Oh yeah. Y'all not believing it. Y'all not buying it. Look at this. Look at all these thumbs down, man. There's like 1,000. There's 3,000 people up in here right now. 3,268 people in here right now. Y'all not buying it. Y'all like, how in the hell could they not protect the guy? How in the hell could they not protect the guy? They knew what they were doing. They're all in cahoots to get this guy up out of here. They're not buying it. 1,000%. We're not buying it. 1,000%. That's what I'm talking about. They're not buying it, bro. Look at this, man. Look at the love y'all show to Trump. See, this is the thing that they need to see. This is actually what pisses them off. When they see all of the love that people show to Trump, they hate it. They absolutely hate it. You guys are showing up and showing out for this brother. Showing up and showing out for this brother. Hold on. We got some more. We got some more. Like I said before, we're going to check out the Tom McDonald new song called You Missed in a little while. Give me like 10 minutes. We're going to check that out. It's just a couple more things I wanted to cover because they actually identified this guy. I want to make sure that you all know who he is, know what he represents, and everything. We all know that they dropped the ball. The question is, did they drop the ball intentionally? That's the question. And looking at you all respond, I'm guessing that they did drop the ball intentionally. Y'all are not buying it. Hold up, I got a new one. I got a new one for you. I got a new one. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you think this would have happened to Biden. Or do you think that they would hide the way that they communicated? Because nobody even admitted yesterday that it was a assassination attempt at all. Nobody admitted it, to that. They were saying that it was loud noises. And he was rushed off of the stage because of loud noises. Yeah, y'all showing up, man. All right, so let me go ahead and show y'all these other joints. I got some ones for y'all. I got some ones for y'all. First of all, this one right here comes from Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is, I know that people don't really like him all like that, but he's saying something that y'all really need to listen to. Listen to this. He's saying something that you guys really need to listen to. To God be the glory. Please pray that we don't get flagged during this live stream because we already know how this goes. Whenever we start getting too real, somebody pulls the switch.
I was going viral on the fucking internet telling all of you. I said they try and cancel you. If cancellation fails, they try and put you in jail. And if that fails, they fucking kill you. I was saying this last year. I was saying it after I rejected their fucking money. I rejected their money to sell my soul, and I started saying on every podcast, they're gonna hit me with a bullshit case, they're gonna try and put me in jail. And when I got out of jail, I said on every podcast, I'm uncomfortable because I know I'm on my last fucking life. Look what they've done to Trump. Look at it. They canceled him, they deleted him from everything. Nobody cared, it didn't work. They tried to put him in jail, that's failed. Now they killed him. You get 3 lives against these people. The second you've been canceled, next is a fucking case. And if you beat that case, they're gonna put a bullet in you. It happens every fucking time. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. You better pray for Donald Trump because he is fighting evil. You do not want the people who are against Trump in charge of anything, especially not your fucking life. I don't care what you call yourself, Democrat, Republican, no matter what it is. You need to pray for Donald Trump and pray for him right now. He's the last fucking hope for Western civilization as you know it. I promise you that.
First, they try to cancel you. Then they come together with all their powers and they put a case on you to try to get you arrested. And if they can't get you arrested, I'm just saying, we're not dumb. We see it happening, bro. We see it happening. We see it happening. Unless you are deaf, dumb, and blind, bro, you see it. Clear as day. Ain't no way in the world you can miss it. Ain't no way in the world you can miss it. They try to cancel you, shut you up, scare you, take away all your lower your social credit scores, what they want to lower. And also, I want to say thank you, everyone, for the super chat. Beth, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Man of the Face, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Who else? Mandingo McThickens. Oh my gracious, you made me read that out loud. Thank you so much for the super chat. And his super chat reads, how do you have unoccupied rooftops? How do you have multiple witnesses pointing the guy out to the police? Should the left be held accountable for all the rhetoric they pushed on Trump before being pushed on Trump being a boogeyman? I don't know. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. But as we can clearly see, the people that know, they know. Let me play this for you one more time. This is Andrew Tate speaking on it. I need to play this because a lot of you probably have not seen this before. You probably have if you've been on been on X or Twitter. I said Twix. I must be hungry. If you've been on X, you've probably seen it already. But here it is again. This is Andrew Tate talking about it right here.
I was going viral on the fucking internet telling all of you. I said they try and cancel you. If cancellation fails, they try and put you in jail. And if that fails, they fucking kill you. I was saying this last year. I was saying it after I rejected their fucking money. I rejected their money to sell my soul, and I started saying on every podcast, they're gonna hit me with a bullshit case. They're gonna try and put me in jail. And when I got out of jail, I said on every podcast, I'm uncomfortable because I know I'm on my last fucking life. Look what they've done to Trump. Look at it. They canceled him. They deleted him from everything. Nobody cared. It didn't work. They tried to put him in jail. That's failed. Now they killed him. You get 3 lives against these people.
You get 3 lives. 3 lives. Shout out to Amelia Isla Noli. My dad is 83 and blind. He was walking his dog today with his cane and wearing his MAGA hat. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops representing. Shout out to your dad, man. Someone hit him with a can from a moving vehicle yelling effing fascist. Wow. An elderly blind man and veteran. I'm heartbroken and furious, as you should be. Thank you, Van, for all you do. No, thank you for what you do. And thank you, Pops, for being a veteran. Tell him I said thank you for his service, and I appreciate him. The fact that you can't even represent who you want to vote for, and you're just telling the country, yo, I think the country will be better off if we went this way. Let's at least try it, because we tried the other way and we see what's happening. It didn't work. It was horrendous. It was horrendous. Let's try something else. And for that, somebody throw a can at you out of a moving vehicle, and you are a blind man, 83 years old, and you can't even express who you want to vote for. Somebody throw a can at you. Come on, bro. You see somebody with a red hat and white letters, you automatically get offended. You automatically get butthurt. You feel like, I'm so offended that I got to climb up on a roof with a daggone a rifle and try to take him up out of here now. That's how it is. My gracious, we're so damn sensitive.
The second you've been canceled, next is a fucking case. And if you beat that case, they're going to put a bullet in you. It happens.
And we saw that they put case on top of case on top of case on top of case. This is the way that they shut down their political opponents at this point. We put case on top of case on top of case. We're going to make sure that we take all of his money. That's what they try to do. We're going to break him. We're going to make sure that he don't have enough money. That's why they put Respucia on it. I forgot her name. I forgot the leading DA in New York. But she was really trying to take all of this money. Remember, they got on X. Everybody was celebrating. Trump is broke. Trump is broke. He can't fight it. How can he run now? If your guy was so damn good, why not just let him run without having to destroy his political opponent? If Biden is so good, let me ask, if Biden was so good, how come his approval numbers are so damn low? If he was so good, that's what I'm saying. He should be able to fight him and win by himself. But that's not the case. Everybody had to come together for this.
Every fucking time. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. You better pray for Donald Trump, because he is fighting evil. You do not want the people who are against Trump in charge of anything, especially not your fucking life. I don't care what you call yourself, Democrat, Republican, no matter what it is. You need to pray for Donald Trump and pray for him right now. He's the last fucking hope for Western civilization as you know it.
That was Andrew Tate. And the brother, we seen him. He was canceled many times. I think Biden came forward and said something. We're not even going to watch that. Don't even care. We don't even care. Here's the guy that actually did the shooting. Later on, we're going to check out Tom McDonald's new joint called You Missed. Make sure y'all are here for that. That will happen very soon. But here's the young idiot that actually did the shooting. that they're reporting on. Here we go.
I was up at the fence line, saw the guy move from roof to roof, told an officer that he was on the roof. The officer come looking, I went back to where I was standing.
My apologies, guys. This is just another witness. My bad.
Heard that there was somebody that could see the person, so I went back to where they were standing, saw the person, went back and told the officer again that if he goes back to that particular spot, he can see the person, figuring that he would go on radio. And when I turned around to go back to where I was is when the gunshots started, and then it was just chaos.
Now this morning, we know the gunman was killed by Secret Service agents mere seconds after the gunman started shooting. The FBI says the gunman was positioned on a rooftop outside of the rally venue. Now here at home, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp called on all Georgians to join fellow Americans in mourning the innocent life taken at the Pennsylvania rally and praying for the two people still receiving care. Governor Kemp also thanked the Secret Service for the swift action to keep former President Trump and other rally-goers safe.
Hey, hold on. We got more witnesses. There's a whole bunch of witnesses. And my bad. My heart goes out to, please, give me a heart for this. Put a heart inside of the chat. Our hearts go out to the innocent victims that were there who were hit. One of them, I believe, lost their life, and one of them, I believe, was just hit and is being taken care of right now. This is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Here we go. This is FBI talking about it and giving us their account. Let's go.
What that motive was.
I saw the man that was hit in the head, and there was a lot of blood, and I knew there was no way that he was going to survive that.
A man in the crowd was killed, 2 others critically injured. Trump was grazed in the ear. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear, he later posted. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, he added, so I realized then what was happening. After receiving treatment at a local hospital late last night, Trump arrived at Newark Airport, walking down the stairs from his jet on his own power. His motorcade then whisked him to his golf club in Bedminster. President Biden returned to the White House and spoke by phone with the former president. The Biden campaign has pulled all political advertising after the assassination attempt on his rival.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this.
The biggest question right now, of course, is why? Why did this shooter choose to attempt to assassinate Donald Trump? Voter rolls here in Pennsylvania say he was registered as a Republican. The investigation, of course, into all of this continues this morning. Also unclear how this happened, how the Secret Service managed to allow him to slip through their very tight security. The director of the Secret Service has already been called to testify on Capitol Hill.
They about to give that man hell. Hey, shout out to Bullpup 33 Van. Let's be honest. We all knew this was coming. Remember, we are in this world, but not of it. Oh, I love that. God bless America. Yeah, we are in this world, and our common sense told us that this was happening, but we're not of the world. So we don't think like these deviants, nor do we want what they want to happen. They want pure darkness so that they can be the ones to come through like the heroes and say, oh, look at us. We're the ones that taking care of you now. Go ahead and be dark and kill each other and do all the drugs that you want to do and be as debaucherous as you want. But we're going to be the ones to save your life. We're going to be the ones to help you out. And that is complete 1000% bull sugar honey iced tea. Thank you so much for your position. Dixon Smith asked me, is this guy Antifa? They saying that he is. They saying he is. If he is, who is funding them? One guess starts with an S and ends with an S. Okay, you got to tell me who you're talking about. You got to tell me who you're talking about, bro, because I from what they're saying, that he is potentially Antifa. He is potentially Antifa. All right. All right. So I got one more video that I'm going to show y'all before we go on to Tom McDonald joint. But we are having a great discussion because we want to make sure we bring back some unity in this country. And Joe Biden did say that he's against violence and all this other stuff. Let me tell you something, Biden. That's bull sugar honey iced tea, bro. Come on, calm down. You know you're for it. You're for it. You're 1,000% for it. Crime has been going up like crazy under your watch. People have been graped and unalived at the border under your watch because of you. All of these wars are happening under your watch. Come on now. Are you sure you're not for violence? You're not for any of this? Because it sounds like you are. But anyway, I'm not going to put that on him right now because they are trying to make sure that they do the best they can to navigate these waters as well. Hold up. I'm coming, guys. This right here just got me all in complete disarray at the moment, and I'm trying to make sure I keep my bearings about me. Here we go. 1 second. Yeah, thank you again, guys, for showing up. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing today. I really appreciate it. And hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, this is Vivek speaking on it. Let's go.
What's going through my mind now, first of all, is we heard the story of that person, an innocent, enthusiastic rally goer who was shot and killed. First, our heart goes out to them and our condolences goes out to that family. But I should say this, Trace, is that I personally believe that God intervened today, not just on behalf of President Trump, but on behalf of our country. If you think about this, 1 centimeter's distance in the path of a bullet was the future of not only Donald Trump's life, but I think the life of the United States of America. Imagine what we would be talking about today were it not for a hair's length difference in the path of a bullet. And I think that that's frightening. And I think that this is a moment for us all to step back. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, voting for Biden, voting for Trump, it doesn't matter. This is a moment where if one positive thing comes out of this otherwise near tragedy, let it be this, that first of all, we saw a president, a commander-in-chief, who in his most vulnerable moment, you saw it unvarnished. He stood up, he took the fire, he took the hit, and still stood up for the people who he stepped up to represent. And I think the other thing we have to take away is that this is unacceptable in the United States of America. This is not who we are. Disagree or not, we settle our differences peacefully through free speech and open debate, not this way. And so if one silver lining comes out of tonight, let it be that. And I hope that we begin the process of healing as a country while avoiding what could have been a national disaster that really, without exaggeration, could spell the end of the United States as we know it had this gone a different direction.
Absolutely. Vivek, it's Martha McCallum here. I'm thinking about President Biden came out and made some comments. He may make more comments. We know they had a phone conversation earlier. He called what happened sick, and he said it's one of the reasons I want to unite this country. We've had a lot of vitriol, and I don't think it's, the politics, there's going to be a lot of politics starting this week. But, what do you think the impact is as you look at where the country is right now? And given the fact that the last couple of weeks have been all about concerns that we see in polling over President Biden's ability to serve and his fitness.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll give you a couple of tidbits that I've experienced even in the last few hours. I've had CEOs across the country from different corridors that would have been previously afraid to state their support for Donald Trump, or maybe even personally tepid about it, now coming in and asking, how can I help? I'm all in. These are exactly words of people who have contacted me alone in the last several hours, and I'm sure that's true of people across the country. The reality is I don't want to make this political tonight. This is not the moment for that. I will say that President Biden, who ran on the platform of uniting the country, had an opportunity even tonight to really rise to the occasion in a way that he fell short. I don't say this is criticizing him as a Democrat, but somebody who was rooting for a president to rise to the occasion immediately and not only offer the usual ritual incantation, the ritual condemnation of political violence. Yeah, we got that. But a deeper, heartfelt sense to say that, you know what, this is a man who I'm running against, but it is wrong that this should happen to anybody, and this is not who we are as Americans. And if I, as a U.S. president, have failed to create this environment in this country, then I will own that because the buck stops with me as the commander-in-chief. I don't think we saw that kind of message come from President Biden tonight. And for all of the discussions about how he came short after the debate, I do think that even tonight was a moment for a man who ran on the platform of uniting the country to have fallen short in the way that he did. But this is less about criticizing President Biden and more asking the question of how we as Americans are able to say we're moving on. We're turning a page on a chapter of our history where we see our political opponents as our enemies. Let tonight mark the end of that, and if so, something positive, as you could imagine, at least something small positive that came out of this tonight, let it be that.
Vivek, you talk about rising to the occasion. I want to go back to what you were saying earlier there, which was the response of the former president after moments after he had been shot. And he got up and he said, you know, I need my shoes. And then he stopped and he fist pumped a couple of times and he said, fight, fight. And the response was USA, USA, because that's the natural response. At all of his rallies, he talks about fighting. It's been a theme. And the theme is they're coming for you, but I'm in the way. So you got to keep fighting. What do you think about that response and that having the wherewithal to do that?
Well, look, I think those images we saw, our kids and our grandkids are going to be viewing that image in their history books. That was American history tonight, and for the better. It was like the images of George Washington crossing the Delaware with the flag in the background. That's what we saw tonight. And it was one of those moments. Our founding fathers, they risked not only their fortunes, but their lives for this country. And I think this is one of those moments where we have a leader who has made a sacrifice. I'm personally grateful now more than ever for the sacrifices that President Trump has made. And I'm grateful that God stepped in tonight to save him for this country.
All right, Vivek Ramaswamy, thank you very much. Good to have you.
That was Vivek Ramaswamy, guys. And as I said, 1,000%, I am behind Trump right now. And I pray that he and his family are well. And I pray that this country does better once he is the 47th president. If the Lord continue to cover him, make sure that he is good. You know what saddens me the most? When I looked on X yesterday, as many people as there was, and there was a lot of people wishing Trump well, there was even more people wishing damnation on Trump and dancing on his grave that he did not even meet. People were celebrating. They were hoping for the worst. Do you know how evil you got to be to hope that somebody dies, to hope that somebody is shot and killed, to put that energy out there so much that this even happens? That's the only reason why this actually happened, because somebody put that energy out there so much that this happened. It's sad, man. That's why we got to make sure we stay on point. We got to make sure we stay prayed up, and we got to make sure that that we put God and family before anything. As I promised, we about to go ahead and get into this. There's one. This is Tom McDonald's new song called "You Missed." I mean, yeah, it's called "You Missed." But I want to show y'all this one comment. It says, "Rest in peace to Corey Comparator, former fire chief, the man that was shot and died at the rally, protecting his family. When they clipped Trump's ear, my condolences to his wife, Helen, and his daughters, Allison and Kaylee, and father, Raymond. There was also another who was injured and is in the hospital. Make sure that you pray for the innocent victims, innocent bystanders who was shot as well." All right, so let's go, guys. Give me a 100. This is what I need right now. I need for y'all to give me a 100 inside of the chat if y'all are ready to check out this Tom McDonald joint called "You Missed." This right here is about to get crazy. I'm showing all the 100s on the screen right now. I want to see them. The people are seeing it. They are seeing that you are showing a whole gang of love to Trump right now. Let's go. Let's go. Look at all them 100s. My gracious, American flags. Let's go. 100s. We got like 1 million 100s up in here. And to God be the glory. We got 6,176 people inside of this live stream right now. Let's go. Let's go. We got them 100s going. We got the American flags going. We are killing it right now. Let's get it. 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 Okay. Let's get to this song. Okay, so this is Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald's new song out called You Missed. You Missed. My brother operates very quickly. Tom McDonald, please release copyright so that we don't have to delete this from the actual live stream, because I want to keep it on the live stream. Shout out to all of you guys who showed up today to today's live stream. Shout out to everybody who submitted a super chat. I greatly appreciate that. My apologies for not reading all of your comments right there, but I did put them up on the screen. And if I did not acknowledge you, my apologies. I'll make sure that I show you all the love in the world in our next meeting. Okay. Also, anybody that's looking to be coach for YouTube, want to blow up your channels, we've been doing that for everybody. Reach out to me with the word coach. Here's my information. All right. So that's it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This is Tom McDonald joint called You Missed. Check out the words on the screen. OMG. Bruh. They don't want freedom. They just want skeletons. They don't want an election. They just tried killing the president. That's all they try to do. Let's go. I usually don't like Tom McDonald's hooks, but this one right here is fire, bro. This is fire. I know a lot of you Christians don't want to hear this on Sunday. I get it, because it's a little too aggressive, and he's using some colorful words. All right, but these colorful words are necessary today, because guess what? Y'all missed. Y'all missed. Y'all missed. He got up and he raised his fist in the air like y'all missed. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Biden can't stop him. He don't have the energy. The only way you can stop him is by making him Kennedy. Come, y'all are the terrorists when you're armed. Y'all keep on trying to get rid of the guns that terrorists use, domestic terrorists use when they go shoot up schools and everything. But it's y'all that are the terrorists when you're armed. When people on the right are armed, they're armed to protect themselves and everyone else. But when y'all are armed, oh man, y'all are only about causing terror, bro. Let me tell you something, Tom McDonald. You keep on putting your foot in their back pockets, bro. They deserve every bit of it. Put every single toe in their back pockets. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Tom McDonald, you killed it, bro. You killed it, bro. You killed it, bro. You killed it, bro. Let me show you what my daggone stream look like right now, because you killed it, man. They are loving you right now, bro. They loving you right now, bro. Let me just go and put this up on the screen. Let me see this. This is what my chat look like right now, because you killed it. Y'all missed. Y'all missed. Y'all missed. Y'all missed. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to all the LFR family who pulled up. Shout out to all the LV Nation who pulled up, because I already know the LV Nation, the LFR family be riding together, and I really appreciate it, man. Much love to you all. They missed. To God be the glory. God will always get the final say. God will always get the final say. God will always get the final say. You hear me? They missed. Let's go. Much love to you all. I'll see y'all on the next joint. Thank y'all to everybody who submitted super chats. Make sure that if you want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me. I am Coach Van, and I will help you do that. We are killing it. We are killing it. We are killing it. And we need to continue to pray for each other. Pray for LFR family. Pray for Trump's family. Pray for LV Nation. just keep on doing what y'all doing, man. Love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Y'all are killing it. All of my mods, all of my blues. Love y'all, man. Y'all did an amazing job today. Y'all did an amazing job today. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Peace. They miss.